Locker room, we're ready for football as the Bengals get set to do battle with the New York Giants. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season. Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as Ed Sales. Over the end line. The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Well, this defense for the Giants, they were very good last week in the win over New Orleans.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Here we go. Hey, can. 11 MT tank. 11 MT tank.
Watch twins.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run. And let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down. Otherwise, it's going to be a long afternoon.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Check 12. Check 3. No.
Here's a give to Mixon. Tackle made there by Jabril Peppers. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
We got double up.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon, and he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
Here's Burrow. He gets this one to Boyd. And this effort won't do it. He needed to get to the 45. He's a yard or 2 short. A gain of 4, not enough. And it looks like punt time on their opening drive as it's 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Burrow. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert. and they turn it over. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game, and the Giants are going to take over in great field position. Now Jones. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A big connection on that one. 34 yards.
They started this drive with terrific field position, and it's going to get even better after that play. Had great options with where they started, so they decided to press their advantage, and it paid off.
So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. Throwing Jones. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the Bengals will take over here just shy of the 30. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points no matter what. At worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
They come with a jet sweep here as Burrow just taps that forward. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. The defensive coordinators love that. You got a cornerback willing to stick his nose in there, come up on run support, and stop that pop pass dead in its tracks.
And, partner, one good thing about trying to defend that play, you should see it coming the whole way. You see the receiver coming in motion in your direction. Nice job eluding the blocker, making the play behind the line of scrimmage, but an even better job studying the play before you have to try and defend it in a game.
11 MT paint. 11 MT paint.
On 2nd and 11 now. Burrow. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Here we go. Mike 9. Mike 9. You gonna see me in your nightmares, son. You gonna see me in your nightmares. Check 9, check 9. 11 mighty. 11 mighty.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Hunter Nicewander on to punt now on 4th down. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. Taking a couple yards shy of midfield. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Giants will begin this drive in good shape, 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time with Saquon Barkley, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, Jones. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
Defensively, they came into the game with the understanding they're going to have to slow him down on passes just like this because he was over 100 yards receiving a week ago. And you know they want to get him involved here as well.
A 1st down carry for Barkley. Open space inside the 10. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Giants are going to take a first-quarter lead. Rosas good with the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. And they are winners of 2 straight games as they have climbed back to 500 now on the season.
And you and I both know that this can be a tough team to figure out sometimes, because I remember a few weeks ago you and I having a conversation where we both thought that this was a season that could get away from them pretty quickly. Obviously not.
And this one nearly picked off. Kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's second down. So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line.
Check. Fresno. Shit. You go tight.
A handoff to Mixon. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Five in the secondary now for the Giants here on third.
Don't let him breathe. Play that tight deep. Don't let him breathe, defense. 11.
Burrow looking to pass. Trying to get it to Chase, but it's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
Making the catch, this is the tight end Oliver. Touchdown, Giants! Josh Oliver, his first touchdown on the year. And the Giants lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. PAT up and good by Rosas. And it's now 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Right, 80. What is that?
You don't want none. Hey, you don't want
11 MT. 11 MT.
You don't want it. Check three. Watch the safety creep. Whip. Watch the whip.
Now Joe Mixon. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. He don't want it.
Mike 1. Mike 1.
Hey.
12. 12. 12.
Here we go. Oh. Here we go. Oh. One's the mic. Watch one. Watch one.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. It's caught. Beckham. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45.
And the Bengals first down. First and 10 at the 43-yard line. That's the end of the
Ready for the second quarter from Cincinnati. It's the Bengals with the football here. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
4 down. 4 down. Mike 1. Mike 1. Watch the back. Watch the back.
Now it's Burrow. This goes out wide for Mixon. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
And they'll use him out in the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
Here we go.
One's the mic.
Here we go. Ready? 11, 11, 11.
D, let's get off the field, D. Out, 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 out.
11, Thomas.
Back. Check.
Back.
Now Burrow on 1st down. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Second and 10.
Back. Ready? Ready, son.
Mike 9. Mike 9. Hey, tighten down. There you go.
Back.
A handoff running left, Mixon. Down right around the 25. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Mike 1.
Right here, right here.
Shift. 11, Thomas. Back.
On 3rd down, Burrow. And he'll find Chase on the right side, complete. And he is going to have a Bengals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A first chance in the red zone for the Bengals now. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Big 13.
Hey, we got to sit.
11 MT paint. 11 MT paint.
Switch. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
Back.
They go back to the ground now with Mixon. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Bengals on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 8.
Mike 9. Bang out. Here we go, G.
Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And it'll be 4th down.
I'm one, right? Hey, we gotta get tonight. Mike over there. Let's go, D. Let's go. Mike 9. Mike 9. Hey, that QB's trash. Let's go. 180.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. That's caught left side by the tight end Boyle. And the Bengals are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
I don't know about you, but I'm going to give them a little bit of credit for fortitude there. 4th and inches, and they don't run the football. Normally, you just wedge your way through, fall forward, find the yardage. They took a shot and put it in the air, and it paid off.
Maybe they saw the defense overcommitting.
A lot of confidence there, though, because even if they overcommit, you just want to make sure you get the 1st down. You throw an incompletion on 4th down there, they're going to second-guess you the rest of the game.
Now Burrow. That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Jamar Chase. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bengals able to get this back within a touchdown. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails because they had it going pretty good last time too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, it doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
To throw again on 2nd down. Jones, he's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the Bengals are going to take over at their own 41. Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. And then you give up the touchdown on the last drive, now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they've got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
Here we go.
Play action. It's Burrow. A throw for Boyd, but it's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And the Giants are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. This defense had 3 interceptions last week. They're on pace for more than that here, 2 in the first half.
Do not adjust your set. This is not instant replay. This is a defense that is locked in. They're essentially running the routes for the receivers and turning.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Evan Ingram, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Giants strike quickly here for 6 points. Rosas to add the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes the score Giants 21, Bengals 7.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
I think if they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on 1st down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive.
Run the mic. Watch one. Watch one. Here we go, D. Here I come again. Here I come again. Here I come again.
Kill, kill, kill. 12, 12, 12. Check 99. Check 99. 12, 12, 12. Nickel, nickel.
Back to Mixon on second down. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Nine's the mic. Nine's the mic.
I got him. I got him.
Now it's Burrow. And that is caught. It's Winslow. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40.
Well, this is an awfully tough route to defend in man coverage, because he lines up on the right and then runs a crossing route back to the other side of the field. So as a defender, you're not only trailing him the whole way, you're also looking out for your own guys to make sure you don't get yourself picked off. And then you can't catch up in time to prevent the completion.
One's the mic. Watch one. Watch one.
Now they go play action now. Burrow gets this to Ferkser, the tight end. A gain of 6 there on first.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Hey, we gotta get to Mike over there. Get ready. Get ready. Get ready. Mike 9.
Throwing again on second down. Burrow to Mixon on the check down. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Bengals have got it back to a one-score game. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match than a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now this pass into the hands of Saquon Barkley. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A big play that time on the catch and run. The offense has to love that, because that was just a dump down, and then he turned something out of seemingly nothing.
And the best quarterbacks understand that dumping it down is often a good play, a better play than even what was drawn up.
Now Jones on first down. To Barkley on the check down. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. Looking to throw again on second down. Jones. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he showed a nice little juke, but then the window quickly closed. And Barkley will try to punch it in. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Saquon Barkley in the final seconds of the first half. And the Giants would extend their lead here just before halftime. Rosas good with the extra point. And the lead now up to 14. So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick. Fielded just outside the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays.
Oh, and Jones has just thrown his 3rd interception. Picked off near the 34. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. And pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
Watch one.
11 Thomas.
I got you. So Mike's number one. Army.
Throwing now, Burrow on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
11.
Mixon with a first down carry. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. There to stop him on the defensive side, Lorenzo Carter.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Here's Burrow. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Touchdown! Joe Mixon, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bengals use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Taken in at the 3.
First and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. And how about the quick feet there as he made a man miss on his way to a solid gain of 7.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. 2nd down, here's Barkley again. Oh, nice move.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. This one goes out wide for Barkley. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
42 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here. Now Jones. Open target here, Darius Slayton. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A big play there on the catch and run.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
On 1st down, Barkley. And a short gain here down to the 22. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Throwing Jones. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. 4th down, Daniel Jones exits, and the kicker Aldrick Rosas enters. From the left hash, this from 39. Rosas' kick is good. So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. Trailing here in the 3rd, and that run might just be the spark that this offense needs.
And don't you just get the sense that he's going around not just in the huddle, but looking over at the bench and saying, ball, give me the ball. Let me carry this thing home.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Here we go. Here we go. One's the mic. Watch one.
11.
They'll run here with Mixon. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Darnay Holmes makes the tackle. You don't see that a ton, do you? With a cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
Burrow looking to pass. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Hey, we gotta get tonight. Mike over there. 11.
Watch his flat. Watch his flat.
11 MT paint. 11 MT paint.
Check 26. Check 26. He's crashing. He's checking crash. Jim.
11 MT paint. 11 MT paint.
Burrow will throw. Eluding the pressure right. And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. Dante Jackson picks it. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at about the 31. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. This defense figured out something in the locker room. That's 2 third-quarter picks now.
And you just wonder, did he get too comfortable in the locker room himself? His team has the lead. Take care of the football. He's putting them in jeopardy right now.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
Here we go.
On 2nd and 10, Burrow. And Winslow brings it in over the middle. And a nice little quick spin move before he's dropped. And a pretty good gain. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
12.
Check. Hot. Bang.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Slam.
Back to Mixon on 1st down. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
On 2nd and 1, Burrow. Throw left side here, hauled in by the tight end Firkser. And the Bengals are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. Now it's Burrow. Dancing to his left. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. We have played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back at the 5-yard line now. 2nd and goal.
Here we go. 12. Whitey.
Sponge. No. Watch twist.
Mixon with it. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Joe Mixon with his 3rd touchdown of the ball game, number 12 on the season. And the Bengals have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. Because if there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. They'll go to Barkley again. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 66 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4. If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the fourth quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand they're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal that'll work against a stacked box and continue to move the ball? I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
They'll run on first down. Barkley. And he's going to get this inside the 30. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
On 2nd and 2, Jones. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. So there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the fourth quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Another try for Barkley. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Operating from the gun, Jones. Hard throw, incomplete. So decision time now, because a field goal keeps it a one-score game. What are you thinking?
Well, I'm looking at the down and distance, and that's where the issue comes in. It's not short enough that it's a no-brainer and you go for it. You have to analyze this one. To me, you take the field goal, take the points. I don't think you want to risk coming away with nothing.
Here we go, a big play in a tight game late. They're going on 4th and goal. Back to throw. Jones. This will be caught just inside the 10. He will be brought down well shy of the goal line. They get the completion but cannot push forward into the end zone, and the Bengals will get the football back. The Bengals drive about to get going. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground, and nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, second down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
On second down, here's Burrow. Throw left side complete. That's Boyd. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 107 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
We got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving. Mike one. Mike one. Hey, we heavy on the edge.
On first and 10, Joe Burrow. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
So Mike's number one. Mike's number one. I'm coming. 12.
They will throw on first down with Burrow. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Dante Jackson picks it. And the Giants are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
Well, NFL quarterbacks have learned the hard way. You're not going to get rich throwing against this guy. He's definitely too good. And this is now his 2nd interception of the ball game. And if I'm running the offense, I've got to tell my guys, you've got to go work on the other corner.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Another important fourth quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. And some room to maneuver. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. Now Saquon Barkley pushing through the contact. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And Barkley did not get there. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Looking to throw. Jones. Touchdown, Giants. Evan Ingram with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Giants are able to grow their lead. PAT up and good by Rosas. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Bengals 28.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Throwing, Burrow. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Burrow. That's caught left side by the tight end, Boyle. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down.
That's another Bengals first down.
Here's Burrow. He gets this one to Boyd. He finds some open field here. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Check. Crunch. 12. So Mike's number one. Get that quarterback at all costs. Watch the 11 mighty. Watch the shift.
To throw, Burrow. Wide open receiver complete. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. And McPherson on for the extra point. And the lead is down to a field goal now.
Makes the score Giants 38. Bengals 30.
So with under 30 seconds to play, this is the game right here. And this will be recovered by the Giants. And that ought to just about do it. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now this one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
Down to a knee goes Jones, and that should just about seal it.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right? Just us against the world and get it done. How happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something. And they did in this one. So a victory here for the men in blue, the New York Giants. And you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W.
No, without question. When you force 4 turnovers, you get to enjoy the spoils of victory, don't you? It's rare that you force 4 turnovers and lose a ball game. That's almost unheard of. They carried this one home. You talk about celebrating with each other and being in a position where going forward, all you think about is, let's get 5 next time. They're going to be on the hunt.
So for the Giants, they remain one of the hottest teams out there as the win moves them to 6-1. And they will head home next week to take on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, for the Bengals, they fall a game under the 500 mark at 3-4 through 7 games. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head up to Orchard Park to take on the Buffalo Bills.